Hi everyone! We are going to be doing an old-fashioned Empties video today. I'm not sure if people even watch Empties videos or are interested in them anymore, but I've been holding on to these items for, I'm not joking, at least the past month. At one point I thought about just getting rid of them and not filming an Empties altogether, but since we're here and I do have some time today, I thought why not just get it out of the way. I have to be very honest with you guys, I am just so scatterbrained these days. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm just finding it very hard to concentrate or focus on one thing. I just feel like there's a lot of things going on. I don't want to get into all of it today, but it's just like a lot of stuff going on in October. Maybe it's because of the Mercury retrograde and the full Hunter's moon that we just had. I just feel like everything in life is moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour, but at the same time not moving along or lagging behind in some sense, because we're still in the thick of COVID. And even though it seems like, you know, depending on the country obviously and the area, people are slowly starting to get back into just, I don't know, travel and going back into the office, which I don't really agree with that part, to be honest. But again, we won't get too far into that discussion here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm scatterbrained and I can't concentrate. I'm sure I'm not alone in this feeling. Let me know down below if you're going through kind of like the same thing, or if you just feel, if you find it difficult to concentrate or focus on one particular task or thing these days. Let me know if you can relate, because then at least we can feel like we're not alone in this thing, right? We're all in this together. Okay, so let me just cut the chit chat and get into my makeup empties, which is what you clicked on this video for, presumably. They have been sitting in this Jack Skellington Halloween bucket for over a month at this point. I'm gonna pull out each item, talk about it briefly, and then categorize it as either repurchase or replace. So if it's something that I consider like a holy grail, or it performed really well, I was really satisfied with my experience using the product overall, then I'll put it in the repurchase category. On the contrary, if it's something that I didn't really enjoy that much, or I feel like I could replace it with a better product that performs the same function but better, then I will place it in the replace category. Got it? Okay. Okay, so my first empty is this big old bottle of my Shu Uemura cleansing oil that my really good friend Meg actually gave me for, I think it was, I was about to say my birthday, but she actually gave this to me during Christmas time last year. So this was her Christmas gift to me. This is the largest bottle that they have, 450 milliliters. I think this is the largest bottle that they have available, and it is in the Blanc Chroma formulation, lightening and polishing cleansing oil. So I actually finished this just around the end of August, which means that it lasted me about 8 months. I think I probably could have stretched it to 9 months if I was more careful. If I'm completely honest, I feel like there were times when I used or I dispensed more oil in the palm of my hand than I really needed to cover my whole face. I kept this in the shower with me, so it was really like easy for me to overuse if I wasn't being careful. So yeah, I probably could have made it stretch to 9 months, but I think 8 months was a pretty good run. For now, I'm not gonna say this as like a permanent decision until the end of time, but for right now, I'm going to have to put this in the replace category, just because number one, it is pretty expensive. So thank you again, Meg, for giving this to me as a gift. If I didn't receive it as a gift, I probably would not have gone ahead and purchased such a large bottle, at least for myself. And also, again, I don't want to ramble on for too much longer, but I have conflicting feelings about Shu Uemura, because as far as I know of this moment, they are not cruelty-free, because they do sell in mainland China. There's a huge market for Shu Uemura there, so yeah. I don't know if it's even related to the selling in China thing, to be honest with you. I think they're just like not cruelty free. Of course, I'm not perfect when it comes to the whole animal cruelty thing. I've never made any promises on my channel either of only using brands that are definitively cruelty free and then denouncing everyone that does animal testing or if they fall in the gray zone. But I'm trying to be a little more conscious, especially if a company like flat out announces and owns the fact that they still do animal testing. I don't know like that doesn't sit right with my conscience to continue to use them. At first I was like really bummed out about that, because I know that not just for myself but for so many people out there, I know that the Shu Uemura cleansing oil line is such a holy grail. But then when I really thought about it, I realized that there was nothing to really worry about. This is 2021, right? Like, the makeup industry is booming, and there's actually a lot of really good new facial cleansers or makeup removers out there that are both gentle on your face and really effective at removing every last speck of makeup off of your face. So I am no longer worried about finding something that can do as good or maybe even better of a job as the Shu Uemura cleansing oil line. Okay, so next up I finished 2 tubes of the Melty Cream Lip in matcha flavor. This is by the brand Mentholatum, which is produced or manufactured by Roto, which is also not cruelty-free. So you see what I mean? Like, I try my best, but I'm definitely still guilty sometimes of just going with what I'm used to. And this happens to be one of those products. I go through these so quickly. They're just so moisturizing and comfortable on the lips. Not to mention, I love the matcha flavoring and scent. That's what it looks like all used up. These are going to have to be a repurchase for me. I just cannot live without my Melty Cream Lip. I hope that Roto can get their ish together on the whole animal testing front. Okay, next up I have the Etude Skin Base for oily skin. I'm already starting to lose count of how many bottles I've gone through of this. Etude is a certified cruelty-free Japanese makeup brand, so we can at least feel good about that. Yeah, this primer is second to none. If you've been watching me for a while, you might remember that before this product came along, I was actually a heavy user of the Prima Vista face primer. I forget the exact name. It was like Prima Vista UV, lasting UV base or something like that. And that one was similar to this. It was like a pink color with brightening and mattifying properties, but as far as like effectiveness at oil control and the long-lasting factor throughout the day, Etude definitely takes the cake. Even though the Prima Vista primer is still a really good one, it's still like top 5, but I have completely stopped purchasing that one because all I need is the Etude one. So this actually replaced the Prima Vista primer for me, and I will definitely be repurchasing this for a long time, indefinitely. Okay, so the last couple of items that I have are actually all from RMK, which is really satisfying to me personally because, you know, I purchase a lot of RMK and I review a lot of RMK on this channel, and it's nice to have some empties to show for it once in a while, you know, because it's not a cheap brand. So first up, I actually have these 2 little sample-sized products that I got with, it was like a present with purchase, but these actually lasted me for a while. They're pretty sizable samples, 30 grams of product in each. So this one is the W cleansing oil. It has like a really fresh minty scent. For Japanese cosmetics, I would say the scent is on the strong side, but personally I really liked it. It was a nice minty aroma that kind of woke you up, and this is their W cleansing gel for your face. So this lasted me for, I want to say, like 2.5 weeks. Just a clear blue gel type of consistency. And the next one is their marine blue spa scrub. So this is one of those scrubs with the little beads inside, mixed inside the formula, that really helps with troughing off all of the dead skin and just dirt and everything that accumulates on your legs and arms. I feel like I definitely used more than necessary with this one, just because like it was so easy for me to squeeze a lot out of this tube. Since it's body scrub, it's also really easy to, again, like overuse it, and it all washes down the drain pretty quickly anyway. So this one lasted me for only about a week. Again, I think if I was a little more prudent about just using a more conservative amount, that I might have been able to stretch my usage of this. It seems to be a running theme with me, I'm realizing in this video. Like, I tend to overuse products, especially ones that I keep in my shower with me. I guess like when I'm naked in my shower, I just feel like it's a free-for-all and I don't have to be careful. And so sometimes that results in me using more product than necessary, but nevertheless, I also really enjoyed this, and I like the scent of this one as well. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm so bad at describing scents, but it's just a really fresh, clean, like oceany type of
scent. It reminds me of like ocean spa relaxation vibes. Both of these, although I did enjoy both products very much, I would not repurchase simply because of the price factor. A body scrub and a basic face wash facial cleanser, I can definitely find much more affordable alternatives from the drugstore that perform just as effectively or maybe even better. But I'm really glad that I got to try them out. It's nice when you get samples or gifted items of things that you wouldn't necessarily spend money on for yourself. From time to time, it's nice to experience a more luxurious version of what I would consider a more everyday type of product. Okay, so that brings us to our final Empties products, which would be the RMK Lipstick Comfort Airy Shine Lipstick in 06. This one is called Sparkling Blue, which is the most accurate, straightforward name if I ever heard one for a lipstick. It's just a clear blue lipstick with a lot of glitter particles. And this is actually my first RMK lipstick that I've ever managed to completely use up, so I'm pretty proud of that. It actually goes pretty deep inside the casing here, if you can see. I thought like once I was unable to twist it up anymore, I thought that I would be done with it really soon, but I knew there had to be more inside in the I don't know what you call this component, but the little plastic tube where the bottom of the lipstick is actually implanted into. So it took me like a good 2 weeks, I'm not kidding, after I couldn't twist this up anymore to actually fully finish it. And even so, there's still some left, but I just like at this point I don't think it's worth it to kill myself getting the tiny bit that's left in there. But yeah, anyway, first RMK lipstick that I managed to finish up. Like I said, I liked this lipstick well enough and I enjoy this type of product in general. You guys know I'm like weird about blue lipsticks or lipsticks that are not lipsticks that are made in unnatural colors but they actually turn out to be clear when you apply them on your lips. It just gives me some sort of thrill, but I would not repurchase this because of a couple of reasons. Number one, I just don't find it to be a necessity because I feel like chapstick pretty much gets the job done if you're just looking for something to moisturize your lips.
Moisturize our hands, moisturize our face, moisturize everything all over the place.
Especially with the mask wearing day in and day out, that doesn't seem like it's gonna stop anytime soon, in Japan at least. Secondly, I found that I didn't really enjoy the glittery particles in this. It wasn't horrible or anything, but I just noticed that whenever I would, you know, press my lips together like that, I could feel the glitter particles like scratching my lips, and I'm really sensitive about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just feel like the skin on your lips is really sensitive and prone to wrinkling and aging more so than the rest of your face. Yeah, that is another reason why I will be passing on this. I will not be repurchasing. And also my final reason, I forget what number I'm on, I think the third reason. I find this kind of surprising, but when I first tried out this Comfort Airy Rouge line, I thought that it was really nice and lightweight, and they do have a scent. They have a pretty sweet fig scent, which I personally enjoy. And at first when I tried it out, I thought it was a really subtle scent, but as time has gone on and as I've continued to use these lipsticks, it's interesting that I started to find the scent to be a little, just a tiny bit like stronger than I would prefer, and I also feel like the formulation itself is a little bit thicker than I prefer. So basically what I think has happened is that I've tried so many other lipsticks and lip products from other brands between the time that I first discovered the Comfort Airy Shine line from RMK and now. So yeah, I think that after trying other lipsticks from other brands that have even lighter scents and more lightweight formulation, by comparison, the RMK lipstick is actually now seeming a little more on the thick and heavy side to me. Kind of shocking, right? Well, maybe not shocking, but it's really interesting. It really proves that everything is just relative. I mean, I still love RMK lipsticks, but they're not hitting the same as they did when I first discovered them. Very happy to finish this tube and I will not be replacing it. And that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching as usual. I will catch you in my next one. Bye!